Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Married at First Sight, Season 16, Episode 15, where we are going to get into it because it's getting down to the wire. And these couples, they need to make a decision. Are they going to stay together? Or are they going to get a divorce? So, yeah, this episode was a lot. There was a lot of therapy sessions, because some of these couples are struggling. I think Nicole and Chris are the only couples that are have a bright future ahead of them. All the other couples, they're just, they're on the struggle bus, aren't they? They need help. Can Dr. Pepper help them? Because Dr. Pepper's my favorite Pepper. I love Dr. Pepper. She's my favorite doctor. Can she help them? So let's get into it. Let's see what's going on in episode 15, eh? So there's a new therapist, or I guess his name is Devon, and Jasmine met with him, and he is cute. I feel like Jasmine and him were kind of vibing. They would make a cute couple, right? More than Aries, because Aries, sometimes he's just so... But, yeah, him and Jasmine were they look like they're vibing and stuff. They would totes make a cute couple, so I don't know, maybe. Because wasn't there a season since, or a person that was supposed to get married? They ended up marrying a therapist. I'm going to add this in a video because I know this is true. They ended up not working out with the person they're supposed to be married to, and they ended up with one of the therapists. I'm going to link it. It's happened before. So let's see, because Jasmine deserves happiness. I like Jasmine. She deserves to be happy. So if it works, it works. But I digress, right? Jasmine, as I suspected, she talks about how Aries has all this trauma, how he can go on. He went on for 30 minutes about all the horrible things that have happened to him, all this trauma and everything. But she feels like nothing like that has happened to her, so she feels like she cannot speak. She hasn't had that tragedy happen, all the traumatic stuff that Aries has had. So she feels like anything that she says will be inadequate to him. And therapist you can't think of anything in your childhood. And she talks about how, her family moved around. She went to a new school. It was in middle school. And she got bullied because she was too proper. The way she spoke was very proper. The way she carried herself was very proper. And kids made fun of her she didn't fit in.
What are those things?
Through middle school, I was the new girl and I was too proper. I was too put together. I was too this. I was too that. And I just got bullied for 3 years straight. And I had no self-esteem. I had no self-love.
So that is a trauma. But she's when I went home, I was very loved. I had a very loving, caring home. But being bullied in middle school, it is traumatic. It's real. I was bullied in middle school, and I still think about it. I still think about things that the kids said. I believe it still affects me, so that is something real. Just because it wasn't anything to do with death or anything, it's still something. So I feel like that's something she can bring to Aries and tell him, and I think that would. Okay, now she's finally starting to open up, because that's what he wants. He wants Jasmine to open up, and she wants him to be more intimate, and they're just they're staying still. I don't know what's going on with them. So Nicole and them, Nicole's telling Nicole's a mess sometimes. Nicole's telling Chris, she's when I need space, but I don't want you to give me space. And Chris was so confused. He's wait, so when you say you need space and you want space, Mommy's shooting a video. Can you be quiet? Mm-hmm. Okay. So Chris was very confused. How can you say you want space and that you need space, but then you really don't want it? It's just really confusing. He doesn't know what to say, but...
I say I need space and alone time. It's because in the moment I do, but I would love for you to almost not let me have that.
If you want space and you tell me you want space, I shouldn't give you space. So that's just kind of confusing.
I don't know. Nicole's kind of eccentric and kind of wild, so Kirsten gets on the phone with Shaq's mom, and wow. Shaq's mom tells her, like, listen, you need to be there for my son more. And you can tell Kirsten was kind of taken aback because Kirsten believes, she's like, I am there. I am there for your son. Like, I am. But the mom brings up how upset Shaq was that she didn't go to the trip with him. Like, she wasn't there for him in the trip. And that really upset him. And I don't think she realized how much that would upset him. So it's just, she believes that she is supporting him, but he's not feeling it. And the mom calls him out. His mom was like, she was a mama bear for real. Kirsten was like, oh, we're doing great. We're doing fine. His mom's like, no, she's calling it. She's calling BS. His mom's like, that's not what I heard. My son told me something different. So, hey, and I don't care. Gina and Clint are still cute. I don't care. They're so cute. They're the one couple I really want to work. That are not working, I want them to work. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, my kids were playing outside and they just came back inside. So it's kind of hard to record videos and take care of your kids, but I do what I can, right? Okay, so we have a date night. I love date nights because, you know, that's when all the tea comes out. And this date night was a lot. Oh my God. It was a lot. So Jasmine talks to Eris and the group about her emotional breakdown that she had with the girls' night. And, you know, Nicole, she tells them that they both need to try better. Nicole, I see, like, Nicole's always kind of butting herself in, right? Like, every time a couple is saying something, she always feels like she has to kind of get in there. I think Nicole is just kind of like, I don't know. She's trying to be helpful, but is she really helpful? But it seems like, yeah, she's always trying to butt herself in there. Nicole. Sometimes you can, but I like Nicole. I'm not saying I don't like her. I like her, but sometimes you just gotta let them figure it out for themselves. But yeah, I do agree they both need to do better. Like, Jasmine needs to do better with opening up, and Eris needs to be doing better with, like, trying to initiate some physical intimacy. Like, at least hug each other and hold hands and stuff. I mean, that's the least you can do, right? So. And people are telling them, you know, you need to be, or I think Chris says, you need to be vocal and have those hard conversations. Yeah, those are hard. You know, I've been with my partner for 10 years. And there comes a time, yeah, we do still have those hard conversations. And they are hard. They're really hard, but once we have those conversations and we're honest with each other, it just makes things so much better. I believe that's why we've been together for 10 years and why we're still going strong, because we do talk and communicate with each other, and it's just so helpful. And it sucks sometimes, yeah, but it's something that needs to be done ultimately. So I know Eris was talking about how he lost his friend due to a sad situation. Hold on, I gotta go back to my kids. Oh. So yeah, Eris talks about how he lost a friend to unfortunate circumstances, and I think Clint or Chris says the same thing. So Shaq opens up about his mental health issues and how he was getting close to that point where he just felt like there was no other option, which is so sad. But luckily he was brave enough to get therapy. I think it's very brave to get therapy, especially for a man. A lot of people look down on therapy. They look down when you say you need therapy, and they look down on mental health. So I think it's really brave that he got that. I'm glad he got that. I'm glad he got that help so he can bring himself back up.
Like, full transparency, I was that person before. Like,
oh, wow.
Yeah. Everything seems to be going good, but on the inside, you're fighting internal battles with yourself. And it's kind of like, do anybody see me? Like,
Right.
I don't feel present in the moment. And then, like, that's when I really decided to go to therapy.
Nicole had to put her 2 cents in, of course, and it got very tense after that. And Shaq just gets up and he walks out.
I'm speaking for you, Kirsten. I'm sorry, but I know that that is the truth.
Sure.
Gets out of the table and walks out, and Kirsten follows him. I think she's kind of taken back, like, okay, what is going on, right? And he was upset because Nicole had a lot to say. Like, Nicole had his back, and she was very passionate about what he said, and she had a lot to say. And Kirsten's very silent. Kirsten said nothing. She didn't respond to anything he was saying. He's like, that should have been you speaking instead of Nicole. He was very upset about that.
What's the matter?
I wasn't okay because of the comment that Nicole made,
Okay.
and you had nothing to say about it. So with me being vulnerable in that moment, another wife spoke on behalf of you and had nothing to say.
He was very upset. He's like, I need you to be there. Like, he really, really, really wanted her to be at that conference in Memphis. Like, I believe it was Memphis. He really wanted her to be there. And, you know, she's like, well, you didn't say that to me. You didn't say that you really, really needed me to be there. And it's like, is he your husband? You should be going with him, supporting him and stuff. Like, maybe she thought it wasn't that important, but to him, it was very important. It could have been miscommunication. Who knows? It's all he said, she said at this point, but he's very upset that she did not go with him. He really wanted her to see him in a different kind of light, so he still butthurt about that. He said he wouldn't graduate on time. Like, he found out that he wasn't going to graduate on time. So that's another reason why he's very upset and why he's very stressed, because he worked really hard to graduate on time. He's very proud of all his work and stuff. So he's very down and he's very stressed, and he really needed her for that moment. And she just missed that. And I think that really put a negative impact on their relationship. You can tell he's just kind of checked out. He's just not happy at all. So then they come back, right? They come back and they're talking. They're trying to, all the other couples are trying to like lighten up the situation. We found out that Christian and Shaq did consummate the marriage. They must have done it. Oh, they probably did that night where it's like, they're like, maybe the body paint night where he was like painting on her body and stuff. It was probably that night, but they did consummate the marriage. So
Kirsten and I have consummated our marriage.
Oh! There it is! Oh!
yay, they did something, right? They did something, but I don't know if it's enough. They're doing a little hoedown boogie. Hoedown, and Clint is living his best life. Like, this is his element. Hitting a baseball is not, but doing a hoedown it's in Clint's element. He is living his best life.
Spot on. Spot on. What you said.
But then we get a little drama because I guess like Jasmine is trying to dance with her husband Aries, but Aries starts dancing with the instructor. Like, he starts dancing with her and getting a little close, and they're dancing together. And Jasmine, she is not happy. She just walks out on him. I mean, wow. She just walks out. She's like, I cannot believe he's dancing with another woman when his wife, is right here and I'm trying to dance with him. And he's just completely disregarding it. And he's dancing with another woman? Yikes. 10 days left. 10 days. And it's not looking good for most of these couples. I would say a majority of them. It's not looking good. So we get Dr. Pepper. I love Dr. Pepper. Like, I love Dr. Pepper. That's what's in my cup is Dr. Pepper. So Dr. Pepper pays a visit to Jasmine and Aries because, Lord, they need it. I don't know if Dr. Pepper is enough to save them, but they need it, right? So she kind of asked them, you know, what's going on, what's their struggles. But at one point she's like, she's not playing. Dr. Pepper's not playing. She's like, listen, do you guys want to stay together or not? It's that simple. You want to work on your marriage or you just want to call it quits right now? Because we only got 10 days left. There's not a lot of time. Like, whoa, don't waste our time. You commit it or not? So, yeah. So Aries says he likes the dating moments. He likes the moments when they're dating And when they're going out and they're actually having a good time and he wants to continue, and Jasmine agreed as well that she wants to continue and try. I mean, 10 days left is nothing. That's a short time. But who knows? I mean, something could happen because I don't think they're completely, like, I don't think it's at that point where it's completely just, there could be some hope. But yeah, they only got 10 days left. But they say, like, you know, like Jasmine, they talk about intimacy and they're like, oh, what do you do when your partner walks through your door? And here's like, I said, what's up? She's not your homie. She's your wife. Dr. Pepper's like, maybe when she walks through the door, you can like try to give her a hug. Give her a kiss on the cheek. It doesn't have to be a lot, but don't just say what's up and treat her like a homie. I mean, come on. So then we have Nicole and Kirsten. They go lingerie shopping. Nicole's just, she's really stuck in her head about her insecurity. You know, she has insecurity about her body because she is a bigger figured woman, beautiful, but yeah, she doesn't feel very confident about her body and stuff like that, which is a shame because she is beautiful. So Kirsten is there. She's there to help her pick out an outfit to like be her hype girl. When Nicole walks out with the outfit, like, she looks so good. She looks so beautiful. She does have a beautiful body. I'm glad Kirsten was there to like be her support, hype her up, get her excited, get that confidence up, because Nicole needs that. Nicole's so beautiful. She needs that. She just needs to feel good about herself. I feel so bad for her. But that's just how it is sometimes, right? I mean, we have some men who bring us so far down that we just have to work so hard to bring ourselves up. So she's struggling with that, but hopefully, I think Chris, you know, obviously Chris finds her attractive. I think Chris can help her build up her confidence. But at the end of the day, it has to be her who builds that up.
Okay.
And Nicole looks stunning. # sexy. She does. So Dr. Pepper meets with Gina and Clint. She's like, you guys need to up your game. Like, for real. We only got 10 days left. Come on, you gotta do something. Like, where's the intimacy? Something's gotta happen. You guys just can't sit here and be best friends, because that's what they feel like sometimes, right? They feel like friends. So Gina, she's very independent. She's Miss Independent. You know, she has her own business. Like, she does her own thing. And she struggles with asking for help and advice and stuff like that, which I totes understand. She struggles with that. And, you know, she's like, guys, just hold hands. Like, do something. You know, like, give each other a hug. Like she told Eris, give each other a hug, hold hands, do something. Next video, my husband's going to put something up here. It's going to be a show. It's going to look awesome. Yeah! So excited to get my space up from looking fresh, right? I'm so excited. I'm going to put all my decor, all my favorite books, everything up here. Next episode is going to be up because he's already had it finished. So all he has to do is put it up. It's going to be awesome. Yes. Okay. So anyways, this video is going to be crazy. I got a lot going on. I got the kids running wild. It's going to be a crazy video, but that's life, right? And that's parent life, right? I know, right? So Shaq feels like he's not being supported at all, which we've already gone through that. Shaq feels like he's not being supportive, but Kirsten feels like she is supporting him. And it's just like, they're just not understanding each other. I feel like fully they're not explaining themselves. It's a mess, but he wants a wife to invest in who he is, like his career. You know, he's passionate about the kids he mentors, about his school, everything. He's very passionate about that. He wants his wife by his side and to see him in that environment, to see him thrive in that environment. That's what he wants. And he feels like Kirsten is not really, she's just not there for him. And she feels like she does support him. Like, she asks him questions. She listens to his stories. She has some suggestions. Like, she feels like she is there for him. And it's just, the therapist backs up Kirsten. He backs her up.
This is really big for you. Hold on now. It's really hard to prescribe how someone should respond. It sounded like you were almost diminishing her support. If she has showed up or she's trying to show support or she's asking questions and that's not good enough, that might like not motivate her to want to lean in and want to ask more questions. Because it's like, well, look.
Like, Shaq, do you think that you're expecting too much from her? You know, it seems like she is supporting you. Maybe not how you want her to support you, but have you vocalized how you want her to support you? And, you know, maybe your expectations are too high and demanding. You know, it's funny because wasn't he saying that about Kirsten, that Kirsten's expectations were really high, and now we're finding out that maybe he has high expectations for how a wife should be. So it's kind of like they both have high expectations. Like hers, I think, is materialistic, and his is support. And they're both hard-headed. I don't know. But yeah, that was definitely a juicy episode. It was really good. We're in episode 15. It's getting real. They only got 10 days left. Like, this is insane. So, joining me next time for episode 16. And next time, I'm going to have a shelf up here that my husband's going to build. It's going to look nice. I'm going to have my decor up there. I'm getting my space looking nice. So, I'll see you next time. Bye.